Hello, my friends. Welcome. This is Bridgerton Virtual Kitchen. Take shoot. Because the first time I did this whole spiel, we weren't live for whatever reason. All right. I can't even remember everything I said. That's how it goes. For any of you that haven't watched Bridgerton, it is a big deal on Netflix. Shonda Rhimes puts it out on Netflix. Shonda has done Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder and a bunch of other things. But trust me, if she doesn't want to, she'll never have to work again after Bridgerton. So far, 3 seasons and 1 special episode on Queen Charlotte. I am addicted. Most people that watch it that are into period dramas are addicted to it. And the day that I went and saw Wicked, I went to Michael's and they have kind of a nice little book section, and I saw this beautiful, expensive but worth it cookbook, and I picked it up and I'm not sorry about it. And so when Lynne Schroeder came to visit me with her husband, she was looking through some of my new cookbooks and she saw this recipe that she's going to do today. And she knew she wanted to do that, made her copies, and off she went to Fiji and then back home. And that's where we're going to join her in her new kitchen, her newish kitchen. Because I don't know that she cooked in it before she went on that year of travel. So let's take a look at, before we bring Lynne on. We are going to, first of all, we have to go back. So, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, miss. No, thank you. Oh my gosh, it's windy outside, so it's going crazy. So when I did my virtual kitchen, I did Lady Danbury. Lady Danbury is kind of the grande dame of the ton. And today we're doing the Viscount and Viscountess Bridgerton. They were season 2's kind of love match. Anthony is the Viscount, and Kate is his new bride. She is the Viscountess. Kate is from India, so a lot of the recipes in her section reflect those flavors. And so today, now listen, I don't really know how this is pronounced, but because to me it's a curry kind of dish, I call it a curry on toast. Maybe I'm really wrong about that, but that's in mind and straight out my mouth, that's how it is. So this is a recipe. If you want to screenshot it, there are your ingredients. I will show this again later on, but I want to get this up out of the way before we bring Lynne on. So take your screenshot. Those are the instructions. And I will show it again. Don't worry. I did have a picture, but somehow it didn't make it into my slides. This is the picture out of the book. Sorry about that glare. So, without further ado, let's bring Lynne to the stage. Good morning, Lynne. Good morning. I know it's very early there.
Oh, not so early. It's 7 o'clock, just after 7. It's not too bad for us. I'm usually up well.
Lynne is an early riser. I really have no idea what time she got up when she was staying at my house. But when I would get up, I don't know, between 8 and 8:30, to come out and get breakfast started, Lynne was very well situated on the couch, and I could tell had been there for a while. Hello, Agatha.
Hi, Agatha.
Welcome. So we've just tuned in to Lynne in her kitchen. Lynne, did you cook in this kitchen before you went on your travels?
No, we didn't move in here till we got back.
Yeah, I didn't think you had. So it is a new kitchen for you.
Yeah, it's new to me. New for me. Yeah, this is our kitchen. So here we go. We've got. I'm using the laptop so I can look at the recipe on my mobile phone. But here's the light's not very good. I might have to turn the light on. Wait a sec.
Okay.
That would be better, maybe. There we go.
Whatever you want to do. Now, Lynn, do you want to go ahead and get started? And listen, if you guys miss it, I did put up screenshots. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome. I did put up screenshots of the recipe. I'll do it again. Again.
So,
okay. All right.
As it says, we're making Akuri on toast. I think it's pronounced Akuri. I am going to take issue with the way you say Viscount, however. That's how we call them Viscounts over here.
What did I say? Viscount?
Yeah.
He probably is a Viscount and Viscountess, I guess.
We call him a Viscount. So anyway, we're making the Akuri on toast. And when Annette kindly photocopied the recipe for me, the first thing I did was to load it into my Recipe Keeper app. So there we go.
That is so cool.
Oh, it's really cool. I just photograph the recipe, and it takes all the words in and pops them straight in. And that's my actual interpretation of the recipe. That's my photo up the top.
Isn't that amazing?
It's really good. So the ingredients that I've put into the description here are for what I'm making today, which is for 2 people. So I've halved it. I've halved the recipe.
And when I do the recipe, when I show the screenshots later on, it does say in the cookbook 4 to 6 people. So just know that Lynne has adapted it. Well, let's get going, Lynne. I know you love this. You've made it several times.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I am going to try and angle this so that you can see. Just let me know if I need to adjust that angle at all.
It looks good.
But the first thing I'm going to do, I've got my ingredients already prepared over here, but I'm just going to continue getting those ready. So what we've got is, as the recipe says, we've got the eggs, we've got cream. This is ghee, and that's clarified butter. So basically the milk solids have been taken out, and it's better for frying, and it gives a really nice flavour as well. You can make ghee yourself, but I just
remember I had asked you about that when you were here.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what ghee is, and it's when I start using it, you'll see that it's quite liquid. Okay. We also have. Let's see. Can you see that board? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got cumin seeds here, and we've got chopped red onion. We've got fresh chilli. We've got garlic and ginger, which I'm going to grate. We've got salt, and this is chili powder and turmeric, already measured out.
Now, and then, you told me about how I pronounced Viscount wrong. I'm going to tell you, you pronounce Cumin wrong.
Is that right? I call it Cumin, so you call it Cumin.
Cumin.
Yeah, you could be right there. Yeah, I probably should call it Cumin. So the first thing I'm going to do is just grind these up a little bit more. I don't have a spice grinder, so that's one thing I need to get. Or I could use a mortar and pestle, but I don't have one of those either. So I'm just. You know what,
Lynne? You know what I did one time when I needed a spice grinder? I went and got. I found a coffee bean grinder on sale.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah. So I need to get
for like $10.
One of those.
Yeah. So
I'm just going to move that into there. So get some lightly ground cumin seeds. So that's that ready to go. Next thing I'm going to do is just finish chopping these onions a little bit more. So they're mostly done, but I just want them just a little bit finer. So we get the big knife out and go with the old rocking motion. I love that I learnt this technique for chopping because I used to be really bad at chopping, but as soon as I learnt how to do things this way, it changed my life.
Did you learn that technique from the chopper?
From cooking shows. Now, it wasn't that one, but from something. Actually, do you know what it was? Do you know where I first saw this?
Huh.
Do you know the movie with Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson, The Long Kiss Goodnight?
Yes, yes, where she was
And
a
she's
spy.
shopping Parsley, and she says, "Maybe I'm a chef."
Ah,
You remember that?
I do remember that. That's
She's
a
actually
good
got
movie.
knife skills.
Good movie.
Yeah, good movie, that one. All right, so that's going to go. Oops, I'm trying to be careful with my crashing and banging. Put that in there. And the next thing I'm going to do is chop up the chili a little bit more so that it's smaller pieces. It's already chopped a little bit.
Is it fresh chili or chili flakes?
No, fresh chili. Do you see? I'll pick up the. So I took a tiny bit. It's only about a quarter of a chili, a red chili.
Okay.
Took out the seeds and membranes. So far I've sliced it, and I'm just going to chop it a little bit smaller. It's quite a hot one. The recipe calls for a long green chili, but the supermarket didn't have any of those yesterday. So I'm just going to chop this a little bit finer. So there's your red chili. Be careful not to touch the chili. I'm going to use, this is my own technique, so I don't actually touch the chili with my fingers, because there's nothing worse than getting chili on your fingers and then you touch your face or something and that burns. So I use that technique to manage my chili.
Got it.
That's all there ready. And then the next thing I'm going to do is grate the onion and garlic. And I've got this magic little thing called the little Spanish grater plate.
Oh.
Do you see how it's do you see how it's all sort of spiky and raised?
I do.
It's great. It's fantastic. So I'll just wet that a little bit first.
Hello, Ella. How are you? We've been joined by our Warsaw guide.
Hello, Ella. Good morning. Lovely to see you. You've been really busy lately, haven't you? So here we go. I'm grating the ginger first of all on the grater plate.
That is a fantastic. Did you get that on during your travels?
I got this at a home show. So in Sydney, a few years ago, there was a home show and it was being demonstrated, you know, like they do at these shows.
Yeah.
And I actually got 3 because they were doing a special deal, and I gave 2 away as gifts. But you can see, I don't know if you can see, all the ginger juice is coming out.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. So this is a great little gadget. I love it. You have to be careful not to grate your fingers, but I think you have to be careful of not grating your fingers with any grater you use, don't you?
Yeah, I love that dish. How it catches everything.
Yeah. Well, so I'm just going to finish doing that. You chat with. Hi, Lynne. Good morning. How are you?
How are you, Lynne? Well, it's good. It's good morning for that, Lynne. It's 7:15 in the morning.
Yeah, it's a bit later for you guys, isn't it? Is it night? Is it? No, it's midday for you, Annette. I think it's a bit later for Leonie.
Yeah, it's just afternoon for me.
Yeah.
Ella, she is cooking. This is our Bridgerton series. When Lynne came to visit me, I had just a couple weeks before that purchased this fabulous Bridgerton cookbook, the official Bridgerton cookbook. And so I, along with a bunch of cookbooks, I got a bunch of cookbooks for myself this Christmas. So when Lynne came to visit, she was perusing the cookbooks, and she found this recipe that she really liked, and she's made it several times. It's called Akuri Toast. And well, hi Sandy, how are you?
Oh, hi Tina as well. Hello.
Oh, hi Tina. Yeah, there she is.
So here we go. Here's the grated garlic and ginger.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I have for grating ginger and garlic really fine. I have one of the small graters, almost like a zester, almost, right?
Yeah, right.
But I love that. I love that. So,
All right,
let
I'm
me
going to beat up the eggs with the cream. So you guys keep chatting away while I beat up the eggs with the
Ella,
cream.
this is the picture of the recipe out of the cookbook. Do we have any Bridgerton fans here, or just cooking show fans? I love Bridgerton. I binged it, like the first season. I binged it, in a day, an evening maybe, probably a day, because there's probably like 8 episodes. And then I was like, oh my god, when is season 2? When's season 2? And um, and then they came out with Queen Charlotte. They came out with like a special uh, short series about Queen Charlotte, who's married to the Mad King George in the series. And then they finally came out with season 2, and that was when we had Anthony and Kate, and the Viscount and Viscountess Bridgerton. Kate being from India. There they are. Sorry about the glare from my kitchen window. And Bridgerton it's so good. Lynne says she's never even heard of Bridgerton before. But I mean, if you like a period drama, it is a period drama, but it's funny and it's clever and it's sexy and it's really engaging. It really pulls you in. I love the characters, and the premise of the show began with kind of like a gossip rag that was making its way through the town, and the gossip rag is by Lady Whistledown, and so who seems to know everything about everybody, and so but nobody knows who Lady Whistledown is. So really the premise of the show was trying to find out who she was, and how she was getting all this information. And I'm not going to ruin it for you, but in season 3, we find out who Lady Whistledown is, and it was not who I expected.
Saying shh, no spoilers.
I'm not going to tell you who it was. I thought for sure it was Lady Danbury, but it's not. And the person that Julie Andrews does the voice of Lady Whistledown in the show.
I'm just turning the stove on. Just keep talking if you like, but I'm going to add the ghee. So we mentioned the ghee earlier. This is the ghee, which is used a lot in Indian cooking and Arabic cooking, and it's basically clarified butter. And you can.
Yes, and I was very curious about the ghee, because when Lynne was here and we were looking through some of the recipes in this book, I saw the ghee and I said, "What is that?"
I don't know if you can see.
It's funny because a lot of the cookbooks that I bought, I think almost all of them are like
English.
British. Yeah. I don't know what I was going through, but so a lot of the stuff that's in the cookbook, I'm like, what is it? And I've never even heard of it here in America. So
okay, well, I've added the ghee to the pan. I'm going to add the cumin seeds to the pan.
Okay, Sandy says that she had to use ghee when she tried a Whole40 diet or something. And Lynne Conway wants to know, do you have to keep ghee in the fridge?
I don't, but the milk solids have been taken out, Lynne. So it's basically just the oil part of it. But I don't keep my butter in the fridge either, and we live in Australia.
Right.
So yeah, and it's better if it's liquid anyway. I don't know if you can see in there that it's actually liquid. But it gives a lovely flavour to food. I love cooking things like mushrooms and zucchini, or some of you people call it courgette, I think, in some parts of the world. I love cooking those types of vegetables, pan frying them, sauteing them in ghee. It gives them a lovely flavour. I'm going to turn this pan up a little bit more. It's not real hot yet, so just give it a bit of a bump up.
And what do you have in the pan so far? You have the ghee and the
cumin seeds.
gotcha.
And the next thing that goes in after that is going to be the onion. So we're going to put that in next. So just
I love the smell of onion sautéing.
Oh, and once you add the garlic to it as well. Where is Maple? Maple, where are you?
I know, where is she? She was messaging me this week about this, so I'm surprised she's not here.
Well, I've definitely added garlic, so the mere mention of the word should have brought her on. Surely, you know.
I'm sure that she will catch up. I have no doubt, because she was interested.
Great, excellent. All right, I'm going to add the onion. It's red onion to the pan.
Yum.
We should start to hear the sizzle now that that's going in.
And Sandy says that ghee is said to have a lot of health benefits.
Is that right, Sandy? Well, that's even better. Or maybe it's just that it's a better alternative to other fats and oils. Perhaps that's the health aspect of it. I really should have my fan on, but I don't want to affect the noise. So we're going to cook without the fan.
Yeah, we don't need any more noise. The pups have finally settled down. They're happily ensconced on the couch eating treats or doing whatever. I don't know what caught their attention earlier.
I've tilted the laptop up on a cookbook. Look at this thing. That thing there, I picked that up in a little street library. It's a gorgeous book, but it's working perfectly to prop up my laptop at the moment. So
I have my laptop on a box, and then the dictionary from our Scrabble playing.
Oh yes, yeah. One of the most important accessories for playing Scrabble.
Well, right, that and a lie detector. If you're playing with Richard, you need a lie detector.
Lie detector.
Yeah.
So that's smelling absolutely gorgeous right now. And I'm going to add now our garlic and ginger that we grated.
Yum. Oh, Tina says, Lynn, I got your postcard yesterday. Thanks very much.
Oh, thanks, Tina. Yeah, that's great. So the next batch of, speaking of the postcards, I'm going to try and send something out at least once a month. And the next batch, I might actually pop in an envelope and add a little something. Like it might be a little admission ticket to Wimbledon or something like that, to go in, because we've been going through our photos and mementos, and we've just got too much stuff. And I don't want to throw it away.
Lynn, I think you became a minimalist during your year of travel.
We definitely did that.
Yeah.
And for anyone who doesn't know, the postcards and these gifts go out to all members of my Buy Me a Coffee travel lounge, Lynne's Travel Lounge. So it's the members of that sponsorship group. So anyone who's a member there, if you are considering ways that you can support me, but tipping every tour is just not something that you can manage, there is the Buy Me a Coffee Travel Lounge. So have a think about it.
Lynn, I'm sure you'll put that information up in the live stream events Facebook group.
Yeah, right? I'll do that too. So this is, I think you guys call it kosher salt. We just call it sea salt.
Yeah.
So just a bit of that goes in. And we put that fresh chili in now too. So it's cooking gently. It's not on a high heat. It's on a sort of a medium high heat. Just cooking gently, so all these onion, garlic, ginger, and chili just gently caramelizes.
Well, and the smell should coax Richard pretty soon.
I was just saying, the smell is amazing. He's actually closed the door so he doesn't get too tempted and come out too soon. He's going to come out when it's time to eat.
That's kind of about what he did when you guys stayed at my place.
Yeah, something like that. So next we've got the chili powder and turmeric. So we've got an 1/8 of a teaspoon for this recipe for the quantity that I'm doing. 1/8 of a teaspoon of it, chili powder and turmeric goes in. There we go. And while that's cooking gently, I'm going to chop up my tomato.
And Tina has asked, are you in the granny flat now?
Yeah. Shall I show you around in a moment?
Yes.
Let's just chop this tomato. The onions and stuff can cook away gently for a little bit longer. I'll chop this tomato and then I'll take my laptop for a little walk. It's only going to be a short walk. It's not a very big place.
No, but it was very cute. We saw that in your first live stream when you were back home.
Yeah,
when you walked through you
right.
walked through the neighborhood. It was quite nice.
I just cut my finger, by the way.
Oh!
So be careful of these sharp knives. So I'm putting pressure. I'm putting pressure on it while I chop. Okay, so that's tomatoes chopped. Give that a little stir.
Now, do we have a lot of curry fans in the chat?
I'm just going to turn that down a touch.
I personally am not a fan of curry. I don't like the taste. I don't like the smell. It's not my thing. But
this is my messy fridge. So, it's got everything from shopping lists to things that we still need to buy and drawings from our granddaughter and stuff like that. But it's also got all the fridge magnets that we bought on our travels. So and this is a fridge magnet from our nephew when he went to London. That's a puzzle.
How fun.
So you can, take bits off and join it all together, and that's the city of London, which is really cute. So here we go. This is all the stuff we've been accumulating in the last couple of weeks. Spice racks, spices. I had to replace all my spices.
Oh, well, yeah.
This is the little, for anyone who remembers the story where we got trapped in a store in Morocco and the guy was between us and the way out, this is what we bought on that occasion. The little
I don't think I heard that story.
Okay, well, I'll tell you about that in a moment.
Okay.
We'll recap. And then this is the lounge room. So it's a really tiny place. These are all our special items from other travels and gifts and things. I was collecting horses for a while, so that's why we've got these things here. You see the 4 horses?
Then it's really come quite a long way since the last time you showed us around in it.
And then this is our backyard. So it's only tiny, just a tiny little backyard, and we're sort of right on a busy main road that can be very noisy. So that's it. That's our place. You're not going to have a look at our messy bedroom. And there's a second bedroom. There's a second bedroom in there, and bathroom there. So that's it.
Very cute. Just perfect.
All right. So I'm still holding my finger because I cut it. All right. So if I let this go any longer, that's going to burn. So I'm going to put the tomatoes in now.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice sizzle.
It is a nice sizzle.
Tina says that the place is perfect for you and Richard. Lynn Conway says it looks lovely. Lynn, were you on the stream where Lynn showed us around the neighborhood and walked us through the granny flat almost right after they got home? Because it's really come quite a long way since then.
That's the chili making me cough.
I guess so. And
All right.
Sandy says she enjoys curry dishes when they're not too spicy.
Yeah, I used to like them spicy. I prefer them a bit more toned down now, but I still like a little bit of heat. So I'm going to add the eggs now, but I'm going to turn this down a little. So the eggs go in. Just going to slowly cook. And while that's happening, I don't want to cook that too fast. The curry eggs is a kind of Parsi egg. A Parsi egg is from a particular region of India. So it's kind of a general term for just egg dishes from that part of India. But a curry eggs is something more specific, and it's actually meant to be quite liquid. So I'm actually going to turn the heat off now while we do our muffins. Come over here.
Lynn, did you already add the cream to the eggs?
I did. I added the cream when I mixed the eggs.
Okay.
Now,
Oh, yes, your muffins. I'm not surprised that Lynn is doing this on muffins instead of toast because, well, I think one morning Lynn had some toast.
I just think eggs go really, really beautifully on muffins. They're just
other
so
than
nice.
that, every morning it was English muffins.
Yeah, I love them. So they're fork split. They're already partially split. I don't know if you get your muffins that way, but these ones you just have to dig a fork in and split them. And I'll get some plates out, and hopefully Richard will be ready to come out and eat soon. There we go. Put that on and get some plates out. These are lovely plates. We got these in a thrift store, but they're very fitting for our English breakfast.
They are beautiful. That was that's what you sent the pictures of the first time you made this. You sent
I made them on those.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I've got more. These were my grandmother's.
Oh, pretty.
Different set. They're even more gorgeous. What are they? They're what are they? Can't read it. Meacham. No, Johnson Brothers. Johnson Brothers, England. Those ones are.
Don't you love when you go to a thrift store and you find something as precious as those plates, and it just makes you so happy every time you use them?
Yeah, that's the thing. My mother's got a whole heap of stuff that she would love to pass on, but I have nowhere to put it for starters, and it's so precious that she has never used it. And so, what's it going to do? Sit in my cupboard then and never be used? It's it's kind of crazy, really, isn't it? Okay, I've turned the eggs off, and I'm just going to get some butter. Sorry, I've gone absent for a moment. I'm just going to get some butter to butter the muffins with. And we're almost ready to go. Just split this one.
It doesn't take all that long.
It doesn't. Tina says, Lynne, yesterday I gave link to your YouTube forest bathing videos on its daily habits. Thank you so much, Tina. I want to go back into doing the forest bathing, but so far I haven't found a suitable site. That's the only thing that's holding me back. I'm still exploring the area up here in Newcastle, and I just haven't found somewhere great to do it as yet. But I will find somewhere. All right, I'm gonna get some knives and forks out.
Then I don't think I really realized that Newcastle was a new area for you.
Yeah, it's a completely new city, 2 hours away from where we used to be in Sydney.
Well, that's kind of exciting then.
Yeah, it is. We're discovering new places and new things every day. So, sorry, I've just moved away from the screen. Yesterday we went down to Lake Macquarie, which is only half an hour from here, and we explored a little gallery down there. They were having an exhibition. It was really interesting. I don't know how to explain it, and it's probably not big enough to do a tour on it, but it was based on AI, kind of poignant right now.
Oh yeah.
It was talking about AI as if it was a god that you had to worship. Really interesting. I'd love to bring it to a tour, but it's just not going to work. It's just not big enough, I guess, for that. So, but it had 3 interesting elements to it. You could hold your arms up like this, and then all of a sudden this thing appeared on the wall in front of you. You could put your palm on a tablet, and it would bring up something that you've been absorbed into the system, or some kind of message like that. It was just really weird. And I'm just thinking about what's happening in America right now, going, oh, this is just so timely. It's crazy stuff.
The last tour I did at the Crocker, they had an exhibit by an artist. He doesn't only do AI, but he does do some AI.
Yeah.
It was fascinating. There was this machine, just this box almost, with a microphone and a screen, and you literally just went up to it and spoke your vision into this microphone, and within just maybe 30 seconds, like 5 or 6 pictures appeared of the vision of your words, and then you chose one, and then it printed it out on this receipt with a QR code.
This was kind of similar to that. Yeah,
it was cool. It was really cool.
Tina says AI is scary. I agree, Tina, and especially with what's going on right now, where Trump made an announcement a week or so ago that they were going to make this big investment into this huge AI project, and now look at what Elon Musk is doing. You got to put 2 and 2 together. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it. Things are going to get very scary. Think about it this way. Imagine if AI takes over all these government systems that they're infiltrating right now, and they're all run by AI.
Well, I don't think we'd be missing out on anything if AI took over for Zuckerberg.
Well, that's true. I'm thinking more about the government processes. And I think I was explaining to Tina that on a post that she made, what happened to us here in Australia, where a system was automated, fully automated, and it was nicknamed Robo-Debt, and it was meant to be an automated debt recovery. So people who were on social benefits, like for work, for example, but what they call the dole, unemployment benefits. They were getting the system fully automated with no human intervention to act in the debt recovery process. So if you thought that this was incorrect, you had no right of reply. There was no human interaction. We had over 2,000 people suicide during that time.
Oh.
Now that's just one small system in one small country. Can you imagine what potentially could happen if AI takes over all America's government systems? I dread to think. I really dread to think. Anyway, breakfast is ready, and I'm about to call Richard to come out, and we'll start eating. So hold that thought for 2 seconds. You can look at the muffins.
Oh yeah, I see. So you haven't even put the eggs on there yet. She's a good wife. She's not going to let those eggs get cold.
Ready to eat. Okay. All right. So plonk Richard over here. Get the water bottle out of the way.
Are we live?
We're live. Yeah. We've got.
Morning.
Hi, Richard. Morning.
Adjust the angle on the camera.
Yeah,
Down a bit. Okay.
Yep.
All right. You've got to be able to see the food as well, though.
Yeah.
All right. I'm ready to
Oh, and the dogs, they know that you're here, Richard. They've already started.
Yeah, I heard. Yes.
Apologies if this is a little
Okay.
You spent too long in the shower. Okay, so there we go. There's Richard's Akuri on toast.
Okay.
I think you might get a bit more.
How much chili?
How much chili? There was about a third of a red chili, plus about eighth of a teaspoon of chili powder. So
Tina said, "Hi, Richard. Who's the dog?" My dogs, Tina. My dogs were fine with Richard as long as he didn't move.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
And as soon as he would move, they were just not having it. But if he just sat peacefully on the couch where they could keep eyes on him, all was peaceful and well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. They got used to me eventually.
And the last
And you got along just fine when Lynne and I left for the afternoon and went to Old Sacramento.
No problems at all. No, they were fine.
that's chopped coriander, or you guys call it cilantro.
Oh, yes. Love that. Love cilantro.
Okay, there we go. All right. Bon appetit.
Okay.
Looks good, Richard.
Yes. Yes. Hang on.
What's he going to get?
Oh, he's going to go get his sauce.
He's going to
Probably
get
not the sauce I bought him.
Yeah.
You probably had to invest in more.
Yeah, we finished that bottle.
All the way.
Oh,
yeah, we finished your bottle.
That didn't come from my house. You finished that. Lynne, Tina wants to see a close-up of the dish.
Yep.
Okay, I'm using a laptop, Tina, so it's a little bit of a juggle. How's that? Is that in shot?
It looks like it.
Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me
turn around. That one. Yeah.
How's that?
Perfect.
All right.
I love all that fresh cilantro. Lynne, thank you for cooking your breakfast with us, and we're going to let you go eat. And I'm going to show everybody pictures of the recipe again
Yes.
while you eat, and then we'll come back and we'll say goodbye to you. Is that okay?
Richard's got to give us a verdict. Hold on.
Okay.
Very nice. I haven't put Muggy on it yet, but it's got a slight chili taste, buzz, yeah, but not over the top.
Perfect. Well, Richard, you're very easy to please. I didn't have any problems pleasing you with food when you were here.
No, it's all good food there, Annette. Thank you very much again for letting us stay there.
Oh, I wish you could have stayed longer. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and get something to eat. I'm going to show everybody the pictures of the recipe again, and then I'll bring you back, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. So here we go. I got to go back. This is for anybody that might want some screenshots. There is the Bridgerton cookbook. It is fantastic. It is what I also made the Lady Danbury's British sausage rolls and pork cocktail out of the last virtual kitchen. And of course, today we did the Viscount and Viscountess Bridgerton. There they are, Kate and Anthony. And here comes your recipes. That is just a little, let's see if I can actually read it. Got a little quote from Kate. It says, "It is my first week as a Viscountess in my new home. I must make a good impression. Kate Sharma." The Viscountess would have encountered this dish on her trips to Mumbai with her family. A curry is a preparation of scrambled eggs with onions, tomatoes, chilies, and cilantro, and acts as a delicious breakfast, brunch, or even appetizer when served on small toast. Here is a picture of it out of the cookbook. Oh boy, the dogs are getting crazy. And here comes your list of ingredients. If you want to screenshot that. Lynn Conway says, thank you, Annette, for hosting these cooking shows. Oh, always, Lynn, happy to do it. And thank you, Lynn, for cooking for us. And thank you, Richard, for being a willing taster. And here comes your instructions. If you want to get a screenshot. If it's not too clear for you, for those of us who, you know, are friends and we're connected on Facebook Messenger, go ahead and send me a messenger, and I'll send you screenshots in Messenger of the recipe, okay? Let's bring Lynn back and wish her a good day. Lynn, thank you so much again for getting up early, getting everything prepared, and showing us this. I know, as I said, you've told me you've made it several times and you love it. So,
it's great. It's really tasty. So if you do like, not afraid of spicy food, it's not that spicy, but it's just full of flavor and really delicious, really lovely, and not that difficult, as you saw. We timed it beautifully, Annette. We've just gone over 45 minutes, so yeah, we did that.
We aim to please, right? We want to have the dish, and we want to dish a little bit while we're cooking the dish, and that's what Virtual Kitchen's all about. So, thanks again, Lynn. Thank you, Richard, and good to see you. Have a really good day. I'm good.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to go running around out there. I told Lynn told me she had her laptop propped on a cookbook, and I said, mine's propped on a box, and then our Scrabble dictionary on top of the box, and then my laptop on top of that. So
we're going to go check out a market today. So the Newcastle Farmers Market is on Sundays every week. We're going to go and see what that's like. And then this afternoon, we might check out a community garden, which is in our suburb. So that looks interesting.
Are you going to do that live, or are you going to?
We're checking things out today. These are all scoping exercises. Sometimes they might result in a tour, sometimes not. You know, really, that's the whole idea. Go and see what it's like. Go and see what these places are about. And then tomorrow morning, I'm doing the replay of one of my botanical gardens in Sydney, Hago Tours, as a YouTube premiere. This one was all the cactus flowers were actually out in the succulent garden. So it was kind of like a week or two after the previous one, but this time all the cactus flowers are out and looking gorgeous. And the cockatoos are very loud and raucous.
Beautiful. Love it.
So it's very different to the last time we revisited the botanical.
All right. Go enjoy your breakfast. Enjoy your day. Hopefully you'll get some footage out of it, or find a new place to take us on a live stream. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great day. Bye, Lynn. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, here we go. Bye, everybody. And we will see you for next virtual